Hello and welcome back. Well, you can see I've sort of cut my hair like a spring onion now, but I've just got up. Yes, it's nice and early today. We're on the Peak Forest Canal right at the end, the Manchester end, and we are stuck. Today is our 14th day in this position. We have moved once, we've been down to water, came back to the same mooring, so it doesn't really count as far as moving goes, but I'm hoping we can get a couple of days grace, but we're planning to move on Monday, today being Saturday. We've had a problem on the Ashton Canal, it's been closed. Lock number 10, there's a flight of 18 locks to get into Manchester, Piccadilly, central Manchester, and lock number 10 there's been a problem with the sill. We've been waiting for an update which came yesterday, and it's going to be fixed this weekend. So hopefully by Monday we should be on our way. Gonna have a cycle down there in a little bit. I've just got my bike out. Yeah, we'll have a cycle down, have a look, see if what's happening, see if we can see the guys working on it. But yeah, we're going to distribute some of our rubbish into the Asda litter bin, as you do, because there's no bins around here. We're out. Got the other side of the black done. It's nice, it's really nice. Tell you what, them wheelbarrow wheels changed a life on the boat, really. Not a sound. Sick of the pipe fenders always squeaking and rubbing. Right, sort this mop out, go and get some shopping, litter, and then we'll have a cycle down and have a look at that lot. Here we are at lock number 10. There's nobody here working, but there's the drain section. Now that's remains of an old sunken boat, innit? Bloody hell. I'll take the left hand side, I think. We'll come out of there. This is what the problem is. Apparently, down there, that piece sticking out, it's bolted. That's the, is that, I don't know. Is it what the gate butts against on top of the sill? It's missing from the other side. Bloody bike, look. I wonder if that's been dragged into it, perhaps. Disappointed that nobody's here working on it. It's not looking good, is it, for Monday? Well, our hand has been forced somewhat. We had an update this morning. Today is Monday. The guys that were down for fixing this problem on the lock were called away to an emergency over the weekend, but they are there on site now, and they're going to give us a further update on or before Wednesday. So yeah, if they fix it today or tomorrow, we're going to be on our way. Forced our hands somewhat because we're on the fumes of the water and all the toilets and cassettes are full. So from setting off, we had to go opposite way to the winding hole, turn around, come back down, lift bridge, down to the junction, and then run down here for the water and the toilet point, which we're all done now. That's a 2-hour round trip. It's a 2-hour trip one way. 2 hours back, obviously, which we're doing now. So yeah, it's like 4 hours worth of diesel just for water and toilets. That's going to cost, today's prices, 4 hours is going to be about 15 quid a diesel, that man, isn't it? So I want something for that 15 quid, I definitely do. We wouldn't ordinarily be doing it, would we? It's only because we've got that stoppage, so we've had to come down, service the boat and go back again while we're still waiting for a couple more days. Normally you just use the facilities as you're passing, wouldn't you? So this is additional cost, really, for us, kind of additional. So you've got to factor that in. So the house batteries were 100% at 11 o'clock this morning, off being charged up by the solar. So I've got a lot of potential energy that the engine could provide me. The engine's running anyway, isn't it? It's got to take us all the way down there and back again. So the engine's running, I might as well... it's going to increase cost very slightly, I don't know, I will guess no more than 20p a litre, which is the additional fuel just to overcome the magnetic flux of the alternator when it's outputting high demand. So what have we done with this potential? Well, when we set off, put the EcoFlow onto charge via the inverter, set it via the app, 400 watts this time, I've got 80% into that. Now we're full of water on the way back. We're going to do two full wash loads. I've had a few people ask about a washing machine. It's a Beko automatic washer dryer. It's got all sorts of fancy pants stuff on it, downloadable programs, Bluetooth, never used none of it, rubbish. The daily quick and clean, and once that's finished we put on a drain and spin, just give it another spin, get your clothes drier. That's all we ever do with it. The last couple of weeks I've seen an awful lot of lone geese on the towpath side on the edge of the water. They're the males, and they're on that side. The nest is on the other side somewhere under here. We've seen quite a few of them, and they've normally got a female on, sat on the eggs, and this little chap is guarding them. And there she is in the nest over there. Yeah, you see her just under that bottle there. Yeah, we'll have little goslings soon, aren't we? But I'm presuming that that's his default position, because he can see both sides, whatever's coming behind the nest, at the sides, everything. So yeah, he's marvellous nature, isn't it? So yeah, so I'm going to get a couple of wash loads done on the way back, and also when we arrive at mooring, we're going to have a full tank of hot water, so we can have a good shower tonight as well. That'd be nice.
Tonight.
Like tin bath in front of the fire.
No, not
Once a week. So yeah, we're just talking about showers. We're continuous cruisers, and anyone that's thinking of this lifestyle, if you're the kind of person that wants to shower every morning or every night, you're going to struggle with this, because it means that you're constantly going to be running your engine to heat the water, and you're constantly moving to the water point to fill up your water tank. Depends on the size of your tank, of course, but ours is 450 litres. We've done 10 days out twice now, and today was actually day 11, so we can easily do a week or more just on water and toilets. But you do have to be careful of your water. It's quite a rare day really that the inverter's been on for a significant amount of time. Normally it's off for days and days and days. We really don't use it. Like I said, we've tried to keep everything as 12 volts really. So we only need to switch the inverter on when we need some 240 power, and it's not often. What 240 stuff have we got? We've got the washing machine, we've got the coffee machine, couldn't live without that. We've got the, I've gone dark, look at that, the silhouette. We've got the vacuum cleaner, which when you've got a big bloody hairy dog like that, yeah, you need a decent vacuum cleaner. Tell you the amount of fur that he bloody creates. So yeah, what else we got? We've got clothes iron. I think we've never used that. Never used it. John's got a hairdryer and some straighteners. She don't use them very much. Got a little fold-up electric bike that needs to be recharged on the 240. Got a little Karcher pressure washer that we use occasionally. That's 240. And what else have we got? The tool batteries, the chargers for the batteries for my power tools. And I think that's about it really, 240. Yeah, we pretty much don't live with it at all. Just down here doing engine checks. I'm going to check the weed hatch while I'm here. So I've had the boat nearly a year and a half. But the last 2 or 3 months since we've been on the Macclesfield and the Peak Forest, we've had more prop obstructions than at any other time. For some reason, I'm getting a bit shaky yesterday. I'm not sure if I cleared it or not. I'll have a look. Oh no. Yeah, a bag on there. Look, I don't know if you can see it. God's sake. Right, what should do is look at this lot. Look. Fishing line. The rope bag, all part of the Macclesfield Canal experience, I think. Right, let's get in here. There again. Right, engine checks. Yeah, there's my batteries. Look, there's Victron absorbed glass mat, 110 amp hours each. So together that's what, 440. But remembering that you can only use half of the capacity, if that. So I always go on 200 amp hours usable on this setup. I don't let the batteries go below 12.3 volts. So the battery the monitor, the shunt is here. So every negative feed that goes back to the battery goes to this bus bar first, and then it's just linked short to this shunt, and it goes across the shunt and then into the batteries, and it's this inside here that does the calculations for you, your current uses and what have you. You'd think it'd be covered up, wouldn't you? But you know, weatherproof, but not to be. And we had all of these cables. One, two, three, four, five, six. There was all on one of the terminals of the shunt. And it shouldn't be like that, should it? So we just extended it and got a little bus bar, 4 terminals on. Yeah, it's actually cheap, but yeah, that does the job. Obviously my main battery switch. That's my starter battery switch. Yeah, that's a bit better, isn't it? They have a bit of a tidy up. Yeah, I'm going to go back to long hair in a minute because I'm filming this segment last, if you wonder what's happened. So we've got 200 amp hours available to use on the batteries. We've got a fair bit of safety margin on that, but we use, during winter, over a 24-hour period, between 40 and 50 amp hours over a 24-hour period. So about 3 days ready for charging again. We can save a little bit. During winter, we quite often unplug the fridge overnight, and the freezer compartment, we fill that with little bottles of water. So when the engine's running or the batteries are charging, we have the fridge back on to get it back down to temperature. It freezes those little bottles of water, then we switch the fridge off, bring the water out into the fridge, and it just helps the cold environment there. So it's off overnight, and then we redo the routine the next day. And yeah, you can save about 10, maybe 15 amp hours over a 24-hour period. We found doing that during real winter. That, isn't it? You know, when it's that cold, we keep all of our food supplies, milk and stuff like that, back up on the cruiser stern. So same with the cooker. It's a 12-volt cooker. We cook on gas, obviously, on propane, but it still has an electrical power going to it, and a domestic cooker is going to be 240 volts into it for the ignition. Perhaps they've got a light and a fan on as well. Obviously, it's a fan oven, but ours is a 12-volt one. It also needs 12 volt for the flame safe devices on each burners. So yeah, it's a 12-volt cooker, 12-volt fridge. Here is the electric cupboard. Now, I didn't film a great deal in here when we was doing the build series. All we've done really is tidy up what was already here and we've replaced the inverter. Wanted something more efficient for when we do use it. This is a 2000 watt one. Charges battery at 80 amp, and it is absolutely ample for us. A lot of people, they might have a 3 kilowatt, 3.5, 4 even. You know, if they're using air fryers and game consoles and things like that, a power hungry boat, if you're on a shoreline or you've got a massive battery bank, massive solar, then fine. But for just me and Jarlath, it's absolutely fine. And the inverter, it runs everything that we have if we need to, like I said. And we high power stuff like a washing machine, vacuum cleaner, coffee machine. We tend to use it off the EcoFlow anyway, just for convenience really. I don't like battering my batteries. I don't like putting loads of hydro on for loads of periods of time on it. I want the batteries and the inverter, of course, to last as long as possible, to as many years as possible. And you've got to treat them with kid gloves, really. Heat is a big killer of electronics over a long period of time. So the more it's being used, the more the components are getting hot, and the compounds, it's semiconductors, electronics, things like that, start breaking down. Yeah. Not that's for another video perhaps, but yeah, we only use it when we really have to be honest. The solar, obviously we've added, that talks to my phone as you've seen, that's the back of the battery monitor there. And this is just a head unit. We don't actually use it, to be honest. That's a starter battery, that's my main batteries. How many amps are being used? It's there's no negative symbol, so that is what is going into the batteries. But we don't tend to use the head unit. You need the head unit because that contains the Bluetooth sender, which talks to your phone. Just do it all off the phone. But yeah, marvellous thing. Battery monitor, get one of them. It will teach you to be so efficient. That's a 240, that's a changeover box here, where we can change. Go from landline in position 1, and then if it's a self-contained inverter, it's number 2. It's got a 0 in the middle, so you can't put both on together. There's always a break there, just in case the inverter and the landline, they might be out of sync and it can damage the electronics. So yeah, I think well, there is a name for it. I can't remember what it's called now. Is it yeah, a full brake isolate? Anyway, whatever. Fuse panel. One of the bilge pumps, headlight and the positioning lights. You don't need them on, obviously, ordinarily, but everything else, and they're all labelled, and we've got a little diagram there should we need to come in here. And touch wood, we never have, but yeah, if you've got an electrical fault, apart from the water pump trolling us for a little bit, but yeah, make sure you've got a torch or a head torch handy where it in here, or you know, near the boat, because if something happens, you can guarantee it's going to be at night time, won't you? And get yourself a supply of fuses of what you need, and that covers all of our fuses as well. Nice early start today. It's 9:30 now, but we started the engine at 6 o'clock. We are on lock 16 and we're encountering problems. We've got 3 boats ahead of us, and the pound's going down towards lock 10 where the problem was. They're so low you can't even get out of the lock. So for the last 45 minutes we've all been sat here just letting water through. One of the paddles is open. That's a long pound between 15 and 16. Just going to get some water up until it starts to get up onto the bywashers, just to get the levels up so that we can move through. The trouble is we're all going down, nobody's coming up, so we can't even preserve water with a lock full. But for the games, well, I'm 16, so what's that, 15 left to do? It's going to be fun, this is. Fingers crossed. No problem, CRT have just turned up. One of the top paddles there on this gate is not opening, so we can't equalise because it's leaking so much at the bottom. So the crowbar in the gate open. They've let 3 boats, we're number 3, and they will let 3 boats through. There's one coming up, which is going to let them up, and then they're closing the canal again. We're all right after this one gate. This is what's causing the low pounds apparently. So yeah, it was a good job we got up early this morning, wasn't it? Just going down lock number 3 now. CRT have just met us here. They're going to put us through the last 3, which is fantastic. Big help. Yes, the Ashton Canal, we've had the notification now, it's closed again now. Lock 12, it's just leaking so much. I mean, the CRT guys, they had to crowbar the top gates just to create a crack to get enough water in so that they could equalise it to let us in it. Yeah, wow. But we're nearly there. We are nearly there. Just go against Piccadilly and try and find somewhere to moor, hopefully. We've made it through Manchester. 27 locks in 2 days. Not too bad really overall. Today was pretty good, weren't it?
We managed.
We are just on the bottom tank. Yeah.
Wow.
Over the Manchester Ship Canal. Yeah, it's quite nice, Bridgewater Canal. Right. We're just looking for somewhere to moor now for a couple of days. It's been a long couple of days.
Yeah, it was better though, wasn't it? It wasn't as warm.
Yeah, it was pretty good today. Yeah, there were double locks actually. I was expecting singles, but teamed up with another boat and we went down together, breezed it really. They're a bit janky. Some of them chains on the locks on the Bridgewater. You'll know what I'm on about. Yeah. Right. I reckon that's going to wrap this one up. Right, well, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Please subscribe. Does help. Hey, I tell you what's been weird over the last few weeks. I've met a few subscribers, a few people that see me on YouTube. It's a bit weird, I must admit. Yeah, it is a little bit weird. But yeah, there you go. Right, next time, everyone. See you later. Ta-da.